So we just had a massive update on SSSniperwolf's lawsuit that she's dealing with, as it seems she is going to court. She's been battling against a lawsuit that was handed to her by her ex-husband Sausage, and well, her attempts to make sure that this doesn't go to court has failed, so we're here now. This whole thing is weird and a bit calamitous, but there's no mention of chicken feet this time. There's also been a recent update on her Instagram, which really highlights her dismissive and ignorant characteristics once again. Let me show you this and more because, well, it seems SSniperwolf just needs a day off. So hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jake Baz. We cover the weird and wonderful on the internet, and well, today we're back on the SSniperwolf train. As this bad little wolf, she's ended up being in a bit of trouble again because there's been an update on her lawsuit. I've covered all the juicy details of this in my previous videos, which I'll leave in the end card, and in the previous one, which this is an update to, chicken feet were mentioned about 10 times in it, and yeah, don't ask. But to summarise, Sausage, her ex-husband, who, by the way, she actually lied about this. She said multiple times they were not together. Well, she lied. He sued SSniperwolf because essentially she was being a little bit of a rat behind his back. And she was essentially just stealing a load of money. So it turns out that there's this company called Channel Red, which both SSniperwolf and Sausage own 50% of each. And that makes up the entire thing of SSniperwolf as a brand. And when the divorce started to get a little bit messy, Leah ended up being cunning and a bit snide. Mainly by taking sponsorship deals such as her G Fuel away from the actual channel, and also creating new channels in the form of like dubbed over new language, so like Portuguese, and ended up uploading her old videos through them as well, just to get a bit more money. And yeah, she just sort of hid the money and expected nothing to happen, which you've got to agree is like a next level shithousery thing to do. Like you've got to respect the graph with that one. There's surely no way that he'd find out, you know. So we've had a bit of back and forth since this initial lawsuit, with SSniperwolf responding multiple times to the claims, and Sausage also batting it off, and well, now we're here. And as much as SSniperwolf with these responses has managed to try and get away with it, the court have just said no, right? No, this is probably going to court. So we're going to go through all the details, but if you enjoy the vid, please do hit the like and sub. I'd love to see you back. We're a very small channel, and yeah, let me show you how embarrassing this all is. I also, once again, just want to give a big shout out to MadCatster for being able to provide these documents. He also covers this on his channel. I'd very much want you to go check him out after this video because he is brilliant. I'll leave it in the end. So yeah, like I said, there's been these back and forth. So there was the initial lawsuit, then a response from Leah, then a response from Sausage, and then two responses from Leah again. And this is the amalgamation of everything, essentially. It really can't just be straightforward, can it? Obviously, SSniperwolf's been trying to push this entire thing away, and she's been trying to push it into something called the family court, which is family related, so it's marriage related. She was essentially arguing that, oh, well, all of this stuff, it's to do with our marriage, not the business, which, as we've already covered, that is ridiculous because they have a 50% stake. They own SSniperwolf together, so shut up. So the court takes into consideration all of these, and then they've come and done this. So we got the official order. Court has reviewed and considered the following. These are all the documents I've said, and then the parties did not request oral argument. The court does not believe it would be helpful. And I mean, considering how SSniperwolf has been for this entire thing, just totally dismissive, not using any sort of total facts compared to what Sausage was doing in his lawsuit, and then topping it all off by using chicken feet and that the earth revolves around the moon for some fucking weird reason in that last one. You can only wonder why it won't be helpful. I'd have absolutely loved to see her just stand up in court with her attorney and to be like, Your Honor, chicken feet. But obviously, court is a very, like, serious thing, so putting chicken feet in something you file in there, think about your actions. When reviewing motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim, allegations in the complaint that are well pled are taken as admitted. And all that means for us lot is that Sausage, in his initial lawsuit, he's put out timestamps, he put out loads of documents and evidence that he could, and the court are more likely to believe the defendant as opposed to the defense, at least in the initial instance. In addition to well-pled facts, the court is entitled to consider all reasonable interpretations of such facts. And because Sausage's accusations were actually had some sort of substance to them, unlike SSniperwolf's in her responses, they're obviously going to decide based on that. Going on, a motion to dismiss is not a procedure for resolving disputes about the facts or merit of a case. Instead, the narrow question presented by a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim is whether facts alleged in a complaint are sufficient to warrant the allowing plaintiff to attempt to prove its case. And what this essentially means, it harps back to SSniperwolf's entire response. in her responses, she was very dismissive of everything. She was saying that, oh, we're gaslighting. Yeah, we're being gaslit. Which, once again, is very embarrassing for SniperWolf because of the fact that, well, you were gaslighting him. You kept up bringing up the fact that, oh, well, Sausage, he only did thumbnails and titles. That's it. Well, actually, he had a very instrumental background. He did all the video editing. He did the scripting for you because your scripts were fake. He uploaded. He got brand deals with you. He did everything. He literally did everything. You were just the face. So in your responses to come out and say stuff like this and expect no one to bat an eyelid, especially when Sausage has said in his initial lawsuit that he does a lot for the channel. It's embarrassing. And what they're doing here is because SniperWolf has batted away saying that, oh, this needs to be dismissed. This needs to be dismissed. They're just saying, hold on a sec. Let us look at the facts first. As you can see with this, dismissal is permitted only when a plaintiff would not be entitled to relief under any interpretation of the facts susceptible of proof. And this bit's where she diddles herself, basically. Moreover, a motion to dismiss requires a court to accept all material facts alleged by the non-moving party as true. So that basically means if we're going to dismiss the entire case, we need to look at the documents that you've done and see if everything's true. All they're saying is, well, prove it. And because she, in her actual entire 3 responses, she barely had any actual solid concrete proof as compared to Sausage, who had a lot of concrete proof. She basically just made this impossible for herself. Defendant alleges that the complaint is vindicative abuse of process designed to harass and punish her as part of the party's pending dissolution proceedings. Which, like I said, he's being crass. He's gaslighting me. Well, Leah, you're really not the person to be talking about gaslighting, are you? You have gaslit your fans multiple times into believing everything and anything under the sun. She contends that the claims raised in the complaint are either better suited for family court or fail to state a claim. Which is, like I said, she wants to take it to family court, and the reason why she wants to take it to family court is because it's going to be a lot easier for her. But that's not how it works, SniperWolf. Just because she's going through a divorce with the same person that she has a business relationship with, this needs to go through a different court, and obviously this is the case. What does her stealing money away from her business joint venture and pocketing it herself have anything to do with their marriage, apart from the fact that the reason she's done it is because they've ended up getting divorced? As the money is 50-50 split in the actual channel red, it's ridiculous. And also just calling it an abusive process, come on, SniperWolf. I wish you could actually claim, legitimately how this is a full abuse of process because of the fact that, oh, I nicked some money away from my ex-husband, well, actual husband, when he owns half of the money that he should have got from it. Come on, it's basic. It's not even to do with law. It's just basic. Just look at your actions. Sausage doesn't fail to state a claim. He gives very good timestamps. He also exposes the fact that all your videos are fake, essentially. And yeah, piss off. Sausage argues that the claims are appropriately filed in this court, mirror the counterclaim brought by the plaintiff in this case, and are properly pled. Like we said, the court's going to side with Sausage in this one, and SniperWolf. She tried. She tried, but also I barely mentioned it, but the fact that she's made 3 responses to this thing, just being totally dismissive of everything. Does that ring a bell with anything previous? Maybe the Jack film stuff where she just lie and then lie and then lie and then blame it on anything that she can when it finally goes away. The difference is with this one, it's in court, so you're going to have your judgment day, and it's probably not going to go as swimmingly as the Jack film stuff has. Let's be honest. The court finds. We're in the big bit now. That while complaint alleges claims that plainly overlap with the family court disputes, they are distinct and relate to contractual obligations and breaches. Because SniperWolf, you can't just walk out the door, take a load of money for your business, use it as your business case, and then come back and just pocket all the money. That's not how life works. The direct and derivative claims of this behalf of Channel Red are sufficiently pled. Which is the court's way of saying, yeah, he's probably not lying, it's worth a shot. At this stage, plaintiff's complaint and stated claims for implied covenant, which is where SniperWolf has gone back on her own words, intentional interference with contract and business expectancies, conversion and accounting. And yeah, well, to me, it seems like she's done exactly that. You can't just do this sort of stuff and try and get away with it. I honestly, it begs my mind to wonder how she actually thought she could have got away with any of this at all. The fact as well that in her second reply, she was mentioning the fact that, oh, well, he's damaging the channel. But Mr. Sausage is damaging the channel. Is he fuck compared to you? This was literally about 2 weeks before the entire doxing situation blew up. Yeah. You're not really thinking right. And then the biggie. Good cause appearing. It is ordered denying defendant's motion to dismiss. Which means Sniperwolf, I'm really sorry, but you're going to court, buddy. Sniperwolf's entire replies have been batted down and they're saying, right, we got to go forward with this. Considering she's still not getting ad revenue because of her own actions. A bit fucking funny. So from this, there's going to be all of the documents that are required to handle this case are going to be pushed forward, which essentially will prove whether the claims are true or incorrect on Sausage's and Sniperwolf's part. And I wonder which way it's going to go, considering there's timestamps in Sausage's. And from that, there'll be a couple more stages, and then there's probably going to be an actual court case. How do you think that's going to turn out for Sniperwolf? Because I can't see it going well. When you mix it, especially with like the chicken feet references, I don't have a clue what kind of lawyers she's got, and I don't know which avenue we're going to go down. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, people. There's a couple more bits to say in the lawsuit, but I saw something on Instagram, it was today, which actually, it kind of shows the kind of character that Sniperwolf still is, even after all of this. She's stolen from her husband, she's doxed Jack's film, she's lied about everything, she's got demonetized, she should have been kicked off the platform, and now she's here. So she posted this meme on her Instagram, which, I mean, come on. I go see a psychiatrist tomorrow, wish me luck. And then she followed it up with a DM, which I presume from just a random person to try and bolster it. Damn, you don't raw dog that shit like the rest of us, huh? Don't know why he's trying to sound like a cowboy. And she responds, bro, I've been raw dogging this for so long, but I have a lot of childhood trauma that I have swept under the rug and eventually need to deal with it. Mental health is just as important as physical health. And as much as I want to take this entire thing on face value, really, I feel like I can't. I'm not saying by any means what she said isn't true. I can imagine that there is potentially something in the background that has happened for years that might make her the person that she is. And I would also say that I am very happy, like honestly actually really happy that she's getting herself checked out with a psychiatrist. Like, that is a really good step, and it's one of the steps that she should have done. She still shouldn't be on the platform, let's not get that wrong, but she has done a good thing there for herself. Mental health, as someone who's struggled with problems, a lot of problems for many years, obviously it's very, very close to me. It's something that I've had to deal with at every step of my life. And I wouldn't actually say, like Sniperwolf, that it's as important as physical health. It's actually more important. But it's very clear to me that in the past she has done these sort of snaps. She snaps over something small and creates something massive. And we've had loads of issues and problems. I covered it in a 37-minute video that I did on her a couple of weeks back. And we saw that most prevalently with the Jack Films and Sniperwolf stuff, where she doxed him and then she decided that she wanted to moral high ground doxing someone. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not ignoring any of that, but I just want to add the idea that, yeah, with the doxing situation that happened and the demonetization and all of the fallout from that, including with this lawsuit, there is a lot of stuff on her plate right now. And for her to post this meme and then push it up with this random DM mentioning about your problems that are going on in the past, it feels very similar to when she made her apology to Jack's Films, where she said, please remember that in spite of our differences, different opinions, mistakes, we all struggle to do the best we can, and nobody can be unaffected by hate, insecurity, and the pain it causes. I'm taking a step back, reflecting, learning, turning off the comments for a little bit, and focusing on my own mental health that has been on a steep decline in the past year. Just to mention, so she says the last year, but then she says years in her Instagram post. Which one's right? Not that that's a really important fact, but just be honest. You never know what struggles people are going through, so please be kind and please try to remember I am human and I have feelings just like you. And then when you couple it with this that you've seen today, I just find it a bit odd. Once again, using the mental health aspect of her life to explain her situation, which definitely can be reasons why people go down these dark alleyways. I mean, it's happened with me before. But I feel like with Sniperwolf, it's a way that she kind of gets away from her accountability somewhat. She kind of hides away under the shroud of this, and she's used mental health, she's weaponized mental health like she did with the apology. And also mentioning that it's because of the stuff in the previous years. Well, Has there been a catalyst to that? Like, potentially you might have been in a massive amount of drama recently. I don't know. Maybe ask someone else, not me. I just thought it was important to highlight. I mean, well, yes, very, very good on you to actually go and get help. You needed it, and you should have gone a long time ago if it's been affecting you for this long. Like, there's having these problems and seeing the fallout of that, and then there's like putting chicken feet in a court document and doxing another creator. Just my thoughts. So if this entire thing does go to trial, it's going to be a very sticky one for SSSniperwolf because of the fact that Sausage has very clearly cleared out everything around his name. After doing some digging in the past of Sausage and SSniperwolf, they both use sort of like weaponized drama and were nasty people. So this is a fight between two losers. But quite rightfully, Sausage deserves the money that he's owed, and SSniperwolf deserves to get cooked. This lawsuit is just, it's another feather in the cap for her with everything that's gone on. The fact that she's doing this behind the scenes, as well presenting herself in that certain way in the public eye as well, with the doxing situation and also the demonetization, pretending to quit, just bouncing around everywhere. We go back to the idea of, yeah, she definitely needs some help, and she seems to be getting it. So hopefully we're in a brighter place, but at the same time, you should not be here. Please go focus on yourself, and please leave the YouTube, considering the amount of money that you've made over the years, and never come back because you don't deserve to be here. But what do you all think? Please do let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe. I'd love to see you back. I've been Jake Baz, and I hope you enjoyed again. Right, in a bit. Take care.